WWE, well, we're about to lay the smackdown on you. Oh, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Heart of Christ Ministry. I'm your host, Reverend Shaun Robert Grant. And that whole thing, I had been watching WWE Legends, the biographies of it, and it is by far one of my new favorite shows on television because it's just amazing to see what these guys have gone through and how they've developed, careers and stuff and just become absolute legends in their own business. And so it is quite fantastic. So I've always been a big Macho Man, Randy Savage fan, and he is just, he's unlike anybody else. I think that's the beauty of wrestling, is that, not to get too far off, is that they can create their own characters, and it just brings this essence to life. And I love that whole Macho Man thing. So anyway, thank you guys for joining me today. We got a great show for you. So let's get into a bit of business here. You guys have any feedback, any suggestions, any topics that you want me to discuss? Everything that I do a segment on is always intuitively guided and intuitively based. I'm just going to bring that down just a slight bit. Everything is always intuitively guided, intuitively based that I come forth with. So, but if you have any ideas, anything that you would want to see unfold here and have happen, please, by all means, write to ShaunG04@gmail.com and anything else, and we will get back to you as soon as we possibly can, okay? If you find that this ministry has benefited you in a way that is absolutely wonderful and you feel that you're growing from what was being offered, it's not mandatory, but it is very well appreciated. And we're really grateful for what you guys have done thus far in the 2 years that we've been around Heart of Christ Ministry. So if this message benefits you, or if a previous message or me as a person has benefited you, please, by all means, donate, sow a seed. VENMO, Heart of Christ Ministry. PayPal, ShaunG04@gmail.com. And then ZELLE is ShaunG04@gmail.com as well. Thank you in advance for that. And when you do decide to get that, you know the drill. Any gift of any size that you give, you will receive the Endless Prosperity Pack. Endless Prosperity Pack, 5 hand-selected videos, 0 to financial freedom in a heartbeat. Right? Not a heartbeat, but you got to look at the videos, you got to study them, you got to understand them. And then from there, you will receive the opportunity to build a consciousness that just exudes financial freedom. And I want that for you, and I know you want that for yourself. Now, if you see that moniker right up here, right there, that is the Money Cure, okay? And the Money Cure, Healing Your Relationship to Money and Discovering the True Path to Abundance, is my brand new book that is available on Amazon and Kindle as well as print. It's an amazing book. If you want to take your money journey to the next level, I recommend that you get this book. It's 125 pages. My objective is, I don't want to make books extraordinarily long because all of a sudden you're just putting fluff into it. I want it right to the point, give you the juice, let you take the juice, and let you do the very best that you can with it. So it's available right here, right now on Amazon in all countries that Amazon is available in for a nominal price, considering what it could potentially do for your life. Okay, so check that out. I don't have a link, but maybe I'll post a link. You know what? I'll put it in the comments for you. So I'm going to do that right after this video is done. And with that being said, let's get into our message today. Heart of Christ Ministry. Oh, forgot the 2002, but it's all good. Money manifests through vibration. Money manifests through vibration. Okay. So what does this mean? So I'm going to get right into one here in a bit. But what that tells us is that, much like everything else, money is just energy, right? If it manifests through vibration, it means that it's going to become vibrationally compatible with the closest energy, right? The closest energy that shares that compatibility, right? So I just want to discuss real quick before I get into number one. Oftentimes, the reason we struggle when it comes to money manifestation is because we have resistance towards it, right? And some people, it's money. Some people, it's relationships. Some people, it's their weight, it's their bodies, their physical bodies, right? But more oftentimes than not, every soul comes to this life with something, right? And the something being the resistance. Okay. And for the sake of a money ministry, those who struggle to manifest money have resistance locked into their vibration. What is resistance? Faulty thinking, right? Limiting beliefs, right? Stagnant emotions. It basically, because here's how it works. God, the divine, the loving universe gives you an infinite amount of energy every moment of the day circulating as life force through you, right? Now, that energy comes through you and it has the potential to produce an infinite amount of abundance in every single area. But here's the deal, because we are creators, co-creators, because we're made in the image and likeness of God, we have the ability to create, right? In a sense of just like God would create, because we are an aspect of God, right? So what happens is all that energy comes through, and then if there is a, and I always say dominant thought because it's a thought that repeatedly, runs itself so much so that it becomes a belief. If there's a thought present, it's going to take that life force energy, that divine flow, and it's going to distort it, right? So let's say you have perfect belief. Money can only be made through hard work, right? Guess it's going to happen. That life force energy that's coming through is going to say, it's going to get warped into believing that money can only come through hard work. And guess what? You will only, until you change that belief, you will only receive money through hard work. Okay. So let's get into this because that doesn't need to be the case. Number one, money is a result of our dominant energy we produce each moment of the day. So, what is our dominant energy? Our dominant energy is basically how we think, how we feel, the emotions we carry, the emotions we release, the things we do with our physical body. Our entire energy field is made up, or sorry, our entire vibration is made up of our dominant energy, right? So, case in point, you see a lot of times you'll meet certain people and you're just magnetically drawn to them, right? They just have this energy that says, oh, right? And that's not coincidental. That's because they're resonating at a higher vibration. Okay. Now keep that in mind. I want you to keep in mind higher vibration because we're going to follow up with that later on. It's that vibration that makes them magnetic. And the same goes with money. Why? Because money, like everything else, is just energy, right? So what we have to think about when it comes to our dominant energy, we got to let go of the anger. We got to let go of the fear. We got to let go of the guilt. We got to let go of the shame. We got to let go of the worry. We got to let go of the struggle. We got to let go of all of that, right? You need to be a superconductor of emotions. And what I mean by that, the moment it comes through and you start to feel something, feel it and let it go. Why? Because guess what? It's going to make you a financially richer, and then in other ways too, individual in the process when you let go of those emotions. I come from a time where men just kind of kept it in and just said, oh, I'm not going to deal with that. And you suppress it, and then all of a sudden it just explodes at an unexpected time. Why? Because here's how the universe works, right? Every emotion that you're carrying, whether it's happiness, joy, peace, or anxiety or anger, the universe can only reflect you. So what's going to happen is it's going to reflect that anger that you're carrying. So if you're involved with a coworker that is that is basically, or a spouse that's just making you angry every day, don't get angry at them because the universe is using that individual to play the part that reflects the energy that you have within yourself. And that's just so intelligent to me. Like if I ever like get irritated on something, I know it's because irritation is in there and the universe is saying, This needs to be shown to you so you can figure out how to open up and release it and process it. You see what I'm saying? So money is a result of our dominant energy we produce each moment of the day. Dominant energy, right? You got to be on point mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. And what does that mean? So mentally, it's taking care of your mind, thinking the right type of thoughts, the higher vibrational thoughts, which is the positive thoughts. And if you have any trouble getting there, gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. Okay. Emotional. Emotional means just feeling our feelings. Something bothers you, dive into it, right? Figure out why it's bothering you and then figure out how to release it. You can simply release it by saying, you know what, I release, I relinquish, I let go of this emotion. I thank it for what it's done. I honor it with love and I let it go, right? Or you can do EFT tapping, which you can find all over the internet, which is a magical, magical process that I do all the time. So that's an option. There's so many options out there, right? And then when it comes to what we got physical, your physical energy, move your body. And this doesn't mean I'm a bit of a gym rat, but doesn't mean you have to go to the gym. Get out and walk, right? I've got numerous amount of videos on the Timberwolf method, which we're going to get back to here soon, that does energy work that really helps that physical body to let go and release any and everything that could be stagnant within it, right? And then the spiritual body, this is the most important one. And if you're not there yet, just give it a shot at some point, right? Embodying and connecting to the divine source that is God, right? The essence, and you may not even call it God, call it love, beauty, Michael Beckwith calls it. The divine essence, right? Whatever it is in here, that the cosmos, the cosmic loving force, connect to it, be one with it, sit with it, love on it, right? Once you gather all of those energy fields or all of those essences of energy, and you raise them up to the highest vibration possible by doing a lot of the things that I just said, you're going to be an ultimate money magnet. And not only are you going to be a money magnet, guess what? It's going to manifest easy, very easy. Okay? I promise you that. And I have proof and experience that it does. All right, number two. Because money is energy, and because money is energy, everything that is energy carries a frequency. There's no need for physical work when you match that frequency. Okay, got to get a little water here. One second. Excuse me, guys. Right? So, with that being said, if we know money is energy, we know that it carries a frequency, right? Wouldn't that come bring us to the conclusion that as long as we could match that frequency, we could skip the hard work, we could skip, right? Being dog tired and resenting whoever it is that we're working for to try to give us this money. When I found this out, it changed my life. It transformed my life because I no longer had to put in 40 or 60 hours a week working for something that could be mine, regardless if I did that. Now, the number one important thing here is that you got to believe it because the universe only can work through what you believe. But I promise you, if you believe it, you will see it unfold in a way that is conducive to you all of a sudden manifesting money in a capacity that is easeful, that is calm, that is not to the point where you're compromising your entire physical nature and energy and emotional and mental energy as well, right? We compromise all of that. Spiritual too, because if we're too tired, it's hard to connect from a spiritual standpoint. And I honestly feel like God set it up this way so we would have that energy to do those things that are creative, creatively expressive and soulful in nature, as opposed to work, 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 right? A friend of mine was telling me the other day, Jimmy Smits, who's one of my favorite actors, when he was working at NYPD Blue, the days were 12 to 16 hours. Can you imagine 12 to 16 hours a day? He said it got to the point where he almost resented the idea of money because he felt like he had to work for it so much, right? But that's not the case. It doesn't need to happen that way. right? We just got to get on the frequency. And then you might ask, okay, what's the frequency of money? Well, the first thing is, it's funny because I can immediately tell you freedom is the frequency of money and feeling interpersonal freedom and making choices, which is correct. But the easiest way to get to the frequency of money flowing to you easily and freely is to let go of any and everything that can block it, right? So, what do I mean? Like, we come in to this life and we're completely dynamic magnets for everything, money included, right? The abundance is just absolutely like when I think about all the times I struggled as a child and I was still manifesting abundance. It shows me that the energy that I had, the vibration that I had internally, could still manifest abundance even in the midst of all my blocks. That's how strong that vibration was, that frequency was. Okay. And I guarantee it's the same in you, but it gets even stronger, right? When we let go of those thoughts, let go of those mind traps and physical blockages and things of the sort, right? So we come in already ready to manifest, but then the resistance stops us from carrying that frequency, right? And then that's when you see all of a sudden things get difficult, right? You try to make more money than you've ever had, and you find, oh crap, I'm doing more work than I could have ever imagined, but it doesn't. No, that means that you just got to up your vibration, because when you up your vibration, you work less and you receive more. And that is universal law, absolutely universal law, right? Which it moves us to number 3. Kind of piggybacking on it. Raise your vibration and you will discover money entering your life in ways where you have to do less work for it. It's universal law. And I want to explain how this happens. Okay. The outside world, the 3D world, has nothing to do, right? Actually, no, rephrase that. The 3D world is a direct reflection. I said nothing to do. It is a direct reflection, a mirror reflection of what is going on in your energy and your vibration. Okay. Now, within that vibration is what the universe receives, which goes to the cosmic universal mind and creates in your reality what you're seeing right now, right? I am an aspect of your reality, right? You're here because internally your energy has drawn you to me, right? And I'm just an expression of you. I'm just an aspect of your energy, an extended aspect of your energy, if you will. Okay. So in understanding that, if you can just manifest me giving you money wisdom, how much easier could it be to manifest money? Like just by raising your vibration. And vibration is one of those things, it's the lifeblood of the universe. So naturally, you don't even have to cognitively figure this stuff out. You just go up in vibration, right? And how do you raise your vibration? You laugh, you let go of all the stuff we talked about, the negativity and whatnot. You do exactly what you love, right? My vibration is raising to the highest frequency possible because right now I'm doing exactly what I love and I'm doing it to help humanity, right? So my vibration is through the roof right now, right? That's one of the things. Rest, getting enough rest, whatever that looks like to you, meditation, prayer, all these things raise your vibration. Separating yourself from people that bring you down energetically. That's an important one because if I have 100 vibration and somebody else has a 60, guess what's going to happen? That 60 is going to be siphoning from my energy and eventually it's going to take me down, right? Even if it's just a little bit, it's still taking me down. So I'm not vibrating at the highest level that I can. You see what I'm saying? But what happens is once we reach a certain level of vibration, I'm not really sure what it is. But once we reach that certain level, what happens is that inner magnet, right? So your energy is an electromagnetic field. Electromagnetic means what? Electric charge, right? Magnetic. It's pulling. It's pulling stuff to you, right? And so when that vibration gets to that level where it's on a level of peace, it's on a level of oneness, it's on a level of gratitude and love, it is naturally magnetizing everything that will produce more circumstances for love, for peace, for ease, for gratitude. You see what I'm saying? So all it is basically asking yourself, well, how does this feel? How would this feel to manifest all the money that I needed? How would that feel? Right? And then if that doesn't work, you know what you start doing? Shake it out, right? Do some qigong, do some energy work, go to the gym, get a workout in, right? Take a walk, right? Chant Om. That in itself raises you to the vibration of the highest creative essence, which is God, right? There's so many things you can do to raise your vibration. And my inner guides told me one day, higher vibration, higher reward, higher vibration, more money. Okay. And so I wrote this down specifically as number 3 because I wanted to share with you. This has happened, and more so in the past 4, 5-ish, 6 years. It has happened in a remarkable way because I began to concentrate on raising my vibration and, more importantly, making sure that I had no resistance to money, right? Because any resistance to anything, as we've said, it's gonna come back and it's gonna reflect into your reality, right? No matter what it is, you can look at your life right now and tell what you're resisting by just observing it alone and seeing how you feel, right? So you raise that vibration, and what you begin to see is that things are magnetically drawn to us, right? And they're drawn to us because energy matches energy, and there's no need for any other energy other than the mental and the emotional and the spiritual energy, right? There may come a time where you might have to do physical work, right? So a couple weeks ago, I received a residual check in the mail, somewhat unexpected. Now, I had to do some physical work because I had to walk to the mailbox to get the check, but that was it, right? A lot of times in the past, to receive like however many thousands of dollars it was, not to be in specifics, right? It's like, I don't know. But anyway, to receive that amount of money, I would probably have to work about 50 hours. But now, all I did was just raise my vibration day in and day out, keep a high level, a high frequency. And that money's just like spitting all over the place, just magnetized, right? Magnetized. So I want you to take what I'm giving you. This is a jumping off point. This video would probably be like 50 hours long if I really got into this, but I want to give you enough of a jumping off point to know that you don't have to kill yourself to work for money. You don't have to make hard work synonymous with money because that's not the case. Money comes freely, money comes easily, money comes effortlessly, and then to allow you to do the work that you love, not work for it, right? Flip that around, lose that paradigm, and get into the idea that, you know what? It manifests easy as long as I can bring the energy of where it's at and start with gratitude. Gratitude will elevate money in so many different ways, or so just accentuate and expand and manifest money into your life in so many different ways. Why? Because gratitude is the energy of having. And guess what? Money loves the energy of having because you're what? You're acknowledging its presence. You see what I'm saying? You're acknowledging its presence. And when you acknowledge its presence, what you're going to see, whatever you acknowledge the presence of, it's going to show up. It's going to show up in a big way. But we also have to make sure we've let go of that resistance. Okay? Got to make sure we let go of that resistance. So I'm going to do this interactive thing we got working with Instagram. Oh, that's my house, right? So I'm going to finish this up for you, and then we'll go from there. So the energy, look at that. The energy of money is basically conducive to the vibration that we're carrying. High vibration, you'll receive more money in the process. And that means less work and more time to be creative, which is what we all came here to do, is to be vibrationally, expressively creative in what we love. So you raise your vibration and you will discover money will enter your life in ways where you just don't have to do the physical work that you once used to do. And with that being the case, right, you got to believe it, because the universe works on belief and it works on vibration. Believe that, right? So that tells us that if we find we're working too hard for it, then we got some work to do, right? And then once we figure out that work, we're on point, right? Because then we can start taking steps to righting the ship. All right. With that being said, thank you for joining me, ladies and gentlemen. We're wrapping it up right here, right now. If you enjoyed this message, which I know you did, write to us, ShaunG04@gmail.com. Any feedback, whatever it is, any kind words you'd like to send, please, by all means, ShaunG04@gmail.com. I'll respond to you as soon as I possibly can, because I got a life. All right. If this message benefited you in any way, shape, or form, and you feel, sorry, something popped up on my phone, and you feel that you are all the better because of it, by all means, please sow a seed into the ministry. VENMO @Heart of Christ Ministry. PayPal, ShaunG04@gmail.com, and ZELLE, ShaunG04@gmail.com. This is in the description as well, so you can see that also if you decide to give. Thank you in advance for your gift. You guys are so lovely. I appreciate you greatly. With that gift of any size, and I mean any size, you will receive an endless prosperity pack, like we said in the beginning. 0 to financial freedom. 5 hand-selected videos. You study them, you look at them, you take notes, and you find that what? These videos carry the wisdom that can help you transform your consciousness into living the financial life that you want. And why is that? Because living the financial life you want is about you having as much money as you need to do endless good for yourself and endless good for those around you, those you love, and even strangers. I've been there. It's a great feeling, right? Okay. So the next prosperity pack is yours with whatever seed that you give. All right. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I am Reverend Shaun Robert Grant. Thank you so much for joining me. Bam, we're on 30 minutes today. How you love that, cuz? Thank you so much. Remember, money is a beautiful thing. It's a wonderful thing. And it's here for you to have in abundance. You just have to get to the point where you believe that in yourself and you can resonate it in your vibration, and the rest will take care of itself. I'm proud of you for taking this journey. It takes a lot of courage. It's not easy, but it is worth it. All right. With that being said, ladies and gents, have a wonderful day. Take care. Talk soon.
Every dream begins with a vision. A vision that sees everything before anyone else ever can. A vision that ignites the endless power to make all your dreams come true. Your truth is in this vision. Now